Uh, what? From the creators who brought you this and this comes a new RPG looter shooter with robots. Anthem. Published by the worst game company of all time. Playable on the worst launcher ever created. The new Destiny killer. But is it any good? The answer to that is completely up to you. This isn't a review. Don't let my views on the game determine how you feel about it. Use that as a guide to figure out if you want to invest time and money into the game. The game isn't bad, but it isn't all that great either. It doesn't do anything better than others, but it doesn't do anything terrible either. When it comes to gameplay, the game works as intended. It's a third-person shooter with spammable abilities, loot to find, and combos to explore. You start off as a level 1 javelin and slowly but surely grind your way to level 30. Then from there you grind for the perfect loot, trying to get the perfect stats on a gun or equipment for your particular build, just like any other game in the genre. The point is to grind and have fun. This game does that, but not without its flaws. Anthem at the moment doesn't have much of an endgame. Getting to that so-called endgame BioWare put into the game may be tedious to some, as the leveling may take some time if you don't know what you're doing. A major flaw with the game's progression is, for some reason, BioWare thought locking out the story behind 16 free play challenges was a good idea. This means you have to go out to free roam and grind for a few hours until you complete everything that is needed. The social hub in this game is lackluster. It's called Launch Bay and it is acquired after doing a few story missions. It's a small little room where you can interact with other players, buy cosmetics, and customize your javelin. However, anytime I go in there, it feels dead and boring, even if there are tons of other players there. Unlike other social hubs in other popular games, this one is an incredible letdown. It gives the player no real reason to actually go there. You're better off after a mission to go straight for the forge for a quicker load time. Another problem is if you are in a group, there's a chance you and your friends may join different launch bays and get split up.
Okay, understood.
However, the best aspect of the game for me is the flying mechanic. I have always wanted a great Iron Man game that lets you fly around and blow stuff up. And even if this game wasn't intended to do that, it makes it really fun. There's a bit to explore on the map, but I would rather just mindlessly fly around with no goal in mind. The gunplay is fun too, but where it shines is using the abilities of each javelin and playing them in a desired role. Running around as the interceptor and going all Genji on them can be quite fun, or if you want to be a full-on tank you can with the Colossus. Each class has something for each player's playstyle. Now, should you buy Anthem the way it currently is? Maybe, maybe not. You can easily spend 30 plus hours on the game and be satisfied with it. But if you're looking to grind every day, play end game content, that just isn't there yet. The best option for most players to do is, if you're on PC, go and grab yourself the Origin Access plan. It's only 15 bucks a month and you get to try the game out and don't have to flesh out the full retail price. Not only do you get Anthem, but you get access to a library of other EA games at no extra cost. I'm no fan of EA whatsoever, but that's a pretty good deal. As for console players, the best bet would be to wait until it falls in price, or wait until they release a major content update that expands the game from its original story and give us a real reason to grind. Those are just my thoughts on the game. This game has a lot of room for growth and can only get better from here. It's just up to EA and BioWare to let that happen. But hey, at least the flying is fun.
Have some firepower.
You're doing well. Hard to fight in a smaller space, yes? Yes! Front shielding. Behind that, it is weaker. destroy it.